across the consortium network, internationals, and outward bound schools, you'll see the same kind of rigor in lots of different forms. Sixth graders who are interviewing neighbors about housing policy, multilingual learners building arguments across multiple languages, 10th grade students defending portfolios of their work that weave chemistry, civics, and art. And that what we have here in New York is that these are not just boutique programs. These are large, comprehensive, open enrollment public schools that are serving newcomers, students with interrupted formal educations, students who've never felt seen in traditional school settings. We ask our teachers to do really complex and difficult and hard things. Rarely did any of us actually get to go to a high school or a college that had people learning in this way. And if we didn't learn this way, how are we going to have teachers designing instruction that really values and models that? You have to really begin with adult learning. You have to design by creating the learning experiences that you want our students to go through. And if those learning experiences value risk-taking, creativity, innovative problem solving, then you can't present your teachers with a scope and sequence and say, do exactly as I tell you. Bring a group of students together, particularly bring a group of alums who've graduated from the schools, and to say that, like, hey, tell us, what did we do well and what could we do better? In what ways did we prepare you or not prepare you? And be really intentional about sort of the very wide range of students that we were listening to. In many cases, in the schools that I've been a part of, they have said, like, it was very clear that you love us, that you care about us, that you want us to be successful. And there were definitely some things that I was not as prepared as I could have been. So a practice in some of our schools is that in 11th grade, students take a class on the history of US education. And in that class, they examine and critique and evaluate the current curriculum in the school that they are in. And then they said, if we could design our own classes, what would those look like? And then there's a competition that says, we as a class are going to vote on what class that should be. And then you have to solicit and find the teacher that's going to teach that class. And then the following year in 12th grade, that is actually a class that gets offered. And the students are actively thinking about the curriculum, the pedagogy, the instructional models, and they are the co-teachers of that class. And invariably, those are the classes that are the most popular in our school.